I'm Miss Kristin, and this week for Family Storytime, we're going to be talking about zoo animals. Our book for this week is Zoo Achoo by Peter Mandel, illustrated by Elwood Smith. Published by Holiday House and read with permission. It was a sleepy Sunday at the city zoo. The hippos were slow, low and slow. The sloth was asleep, deeply asleep. Even the seals swam slowly. It was a slow zoo show. Suddenly, something unsleepy, a long, loud sound, flew through the zoo. It was a zoo achoo! Where did it come from? From the snow leopard. What did he do? He went achoo! It was a leopard sneeze. Just one. But the African elephant heard the sound. She raised her trunk. Elephant sneeze, stand back. A tree was down, a fence was flat. The zoo achoo was catching. The hippo in his mud bath felt a tickle in his nose. Ka. The zookeeper came running with nose drops and a giant tissue. Too late. Ka-ba-rumph! The hippo's sneeze erupted. It made a mud volcano. Oh no, cried the zookeeper. Mud was covering the animals. Is that a chocolate giraffe? Said a visitor. Look at the giraffe up there all covered. But when the mud began to crack, wah-hee-ah, sneezed the giraffe. Chunks of chocolatey gunk rained down everywhere. People put up umbrellas. The zookeeper tried wiping zebras down with spray cleaner. Even the sloth woke up and found his washcloth to scrub. The seals sudsed and rinsed. The zoo was hard at work until... At once, the whiskers of every single seal felt tickly. Ah, 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 ka-vroom! It was a 12-seal sneeze. All 12 seals at once. The seal pond splashed up high like a gusher, gushing rings and rubber balls. Is that Old Faithful? Said a visitor. The zookeeper knew he had to act fast. Flamingos were floating, foxes were fishing. The polar bear hung on to his iceberg. It was not a slow zoo day at all. Hello? The zookeeper got the African elephant to refill the seal pond. Then he called the large animal vet. What did the animal doctor do? He made every zoo animal drink a super fizzy sneeze solution. Is that root beer? Said a visitor. It was a fizzy sneeze solution. No more zoo achoo. All was quiet at the city zoo. The seals swam slowly. The sloth was again asleep. Until, what was that? It was the snow leopard. Definitely not a sneeze, and not a burp. A leopard's yawn. Just one, but it might be catching. Did anyone hear it? Did the elephant? Did the hippo with his mud bath? Did you? The end. For our craft today, you will need your craft packet. And you have 2 pages, one with a cute little lion where you connect the dots and then you can color it, and one with lots of zoo animals. And then you have a piece of paper like this, a little white strip, and a black piece of paper. You will just need scissors and some glue. The first thing we're gonna do is take our white square that should be folded in half. If it's not, just fold it in half, and then we're going to turn both of these corners down to meet in the middle and make a smaller square. So we're gonna fold them down into triangles, which then makes a smaller square like this. Next, we'll open them back up for a moment, and we're gonna take one layer and fold this up so that the tip touches the top, and we have a triangle like this. Now we're gonna take these flaps and fold them back down, but we're going to tuck them under and press that seal so that as they fold under, it's going to make our square shape again with like a triangle on top, and there will be a gap here. So this is going to be a bookmark. Now, from your black page, we're just going to cut some strips. So we're gonna cut off a strip about inch and a half, and we're gonna cut out, fold it in half, and then cut out a shape, kind of an oval shape, almost an egg shape, kind of little egg shapes. So we want two, and we're going to glue them to the front like this. Then we're gonna take our white strip and fold it in half and cut out the same egg shape, but a little smaller. There we go, so we have two, and we're gonna glue those in the middle of the black egg shapes that we just glued on the face. There we go. And then we're gonna cut another strip of black, about an inch and a half again. Fold it in half. And we're going to make some ears. So I just cut out a little ear shape, and then I'm going to cut it in half so that I have two little ears, and I'm gonna glue those to the back of our bookmark. There we go. Now, with the rest of your black paper, we're just going to cut that in half, fold it in half again, and then we're going to make two little arms. Cut it in half again to make my two little arms. And then on the other side, I'm going to make two little legs, so they're going to be a little fatter than the arms were. Two little legs. And then our last strip, we're just gonna cut it down a little bit so that it's a thinner strip. And this piece we're going to glue right across that edge that is left by our folding. So we'll glue this one all the way across. There we go. And then we'll glue our little arms on so that they kind of almost overlap a little bit on the black stripe. And then we'll glue our legs on at the bottom. Now we're just gonna trim off the extra along the edges here. And then we're going to trim all the corners to make them a rounded edge. Even at the top. All right, now we are almost done. And all we need is a marker or a pen. So I have a black marker, and I'm just gonna draw little spots inside the eyes and a little nose. And a little mouth. And now I have an adorable little panda bookmark who can go on the corner of our pages to mark where we are when we're reading. That is our craft for today. Thank you so much for joining me. And remember, this program is also held in person at 6:30 p.m. on Thursday evenings. You can come and be a part of it at the library. But whether you're in person or just watching the video, you can always pick up a craft packet to make your little panda bookmark at the library. They will be available until we run out. Thank you so much, and I will see you next week for Family Storytime. Bye.